Good morning, students. This is Sain Shah, Assistant Professor, KCS Kasanadar College of Arts and Science. Today our subject organizational behavior in the topic financial incentives. Financial incentives meaning in today's socio-economic condition, money has become a very important part of our lives. We need money to satisfy almost all our needs as it has purchasing power. Thus, financial incentives refer to those incentives which are in direct monetary form, that is, money, or can be measured in monetary terms. So, incentives is extra compensation that is given to an employee for his good performance. It is a reward given for performance which is better than the standard set. Incentives link performance to rewards. They relate earnings to productivity and provide monetary rewards for superior performance. Next, move on to the types of financial incentives. First one, pay and allowances. Salary is the basic incentive for every employee to work efficiently for an organization. Salary includes 4 pays, that is basic pay, dearness allowances, house rent allowances, and similar other allowances. In this 4, employees are given increment in the basic pay every year and also an increase in their allowances from time to time. Sometimes these increments are based on the performance of the employee during the year. For example, employees who have performed well are paid a lump sum incentive during their performance review. The amount of lump sum paid in accordance to the performance level. It is vary of each and every employees. Therefore, it varies from one employee to another employee. Next one, bonus. Standard time rate is fixed. Minimum wage is assured to all workers. Workers who complete within the standard time are paid time wages plus a bonus. Wages increases progressively with increases in efficiency. So, it is a sum of money offered to an employee over and above the salary or wages as a reward for his good performance. Next one, productivity linked wage incentives. Many wage incentives are linked with the increase in productivity at individual or group level. For example, a worker is paid 50 rupees per piece if he produces 50 pieces a day, but if he produces more than 50 pieces a day, he is paid 50 rupees extra per piece. Thus, on the 51st piece, he will be paid 55 rupees. Next one, profit sharing. Sometimes the employees are given a share in the profits of the organization because he is effort more than compared to the employer. So, he share the profit with employer. This motivates them to perform efficiently and give their best to increase the profit of the organization. Next one, retirement benefit. Retirement benefit like gratuity, pension, provident fund, leave encashment, etc. These are all the retirement benefits available in all the organization. Many government organization and non-government organization, they are providing this type of retirement benefit. So, provide financial security to the employees post their retirement. So, these are the facilities given to the employees post their retirement, not in the current employment opportunity. So, thus they work properly when they are in service. Next one, stock option or co-partnership. You all know about kinds of partnership: active partner, sleeping partner, dormant partner, nominal partner, partner based offer. In this include, under the employee's stock option plan, the employee is offered the ordinary shares of the company at a price lower than its market price for a specific period of time. Next one, commission. So this kind of commission mostly we see in the kind of business like real estate, sales agency companies, consultancies. So some organizations offer a commission in addition to the salary to employees for fulfilling the targets extremely well. So most it is commonly used in the marketing job. This incentive encourages the employees to increase the client base of the organization. Next one, perquisites. Several organizations offer perquisites and fringe benefits such as accommodation, car allowances, medical facilities, educational facilities, recreational facilities, etc. In addition to the salary and allowances to its employees, these are the facilities given to the employee by the management. So these incentives also motivate the employees to work efficiently. So this is the chart comparison between the financial methods and the non-financial incentives method. In this, financial methods include piece rate, salary, bonus, profit sharing, time rates, commission, share of ownerships, that is co-partnership, performance related to pay. In the non-financial method include job enlargement, job enrichment, teamwork, empowerment, fringe benefits, job rotation. So students, I hope you understand all the financial and non-financial incentives methods. Thank you.